after Charlie's death last week, you were saying you got another outflow of hatred, and because you spoke out expressing your pain over Charlie's passing.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything. I mean, I'm a comedian and I commentate on like certain things. You've just like as a public person, you can't commentate on every single issue, and I was like, do I post about this? And then people were celebrating, and I just felt the need.
How did you see them celebrating on your feed? Was that
unfortunately on my feed? Yeah,
old people you used to know in New York.
A bunch of people I used to know, a bunch of people who I thought were good friends of mine, a bunch of people who I thought were normal, and then you'll just see a post with hundreds of comments. And then, there's easily hundreds of thousands of people celebrated.
And how were they celebrating? Did you observe?
Yeah, I mean, it's videos, jokes, all the like good riddance, like rest in piss, like all that stuff. Just thousands of messages. People immediately, he was shot, within hours, people were posting memes and jokes and images of him being killed.
Evil.
So evil. It's insane. And it affected me so much that I was like in the airport, like I just want to say, I just feel like I have to say something. So I made a video that was like, it couldn't have been more like moderate.
I saw that.
Yeah,
it was very moderate.
It was literally me being like, listen, you don't have to agree with him, but like he's a father, I'm a father. I know, like, it's just so sad. And I was a little emotional. And of course, then people use that against me. Nothing's funnier than the like, oh, gender is a construct. Society is being a man isn't it toxic masculinity. And then I cry because a man was murdered in front of his child. And people are like, you're a wimp. You're pathetic. Cry more, Nazi. Like calling me names, making fun of me for being emotional. It's like, I thought you guys were where the emotions are good, masculinity is fake people. So now you're like making fun of me. And then of course, people were telling me I was, because I didn't even say I supported him. I simply said I wanted people to do something good in honor of him and to just not be celebrating. And people were like, immediately tried to started messaging me like, which school does your daughter go to? And like, evil.
I'm so sorry.
People telling me they're gonna shoot up my shows, people telling me all kinds of crazy stuff, and then I had insane people like sending me messages and then unsending them and sending, like, it was crazy. And so now I have to have this security at my shows for the rest of the year. And of course I'm living in like, what's going on? I'm a very recognizable person, so that's sketchy. And like,
sunglasses don't really do the trick for you.
They don't. They don't when you get a sword on your face. That's my bad. But it's, yeah, I experienced like so much hate this week that it was so much personal vile. And not because I even was like, I didn't even say I agree with him or whatever, which I do agree with him. And people know that, but like, they were simply mad at me for just being like, I have compassion.
For grieving.
For grieving.
I mean, I think that's what's so crazy.
Yeah.
Is you're not allowed to grieve Charlie's death.
That's a real thing. You are not allowed. I've seen multiple people who are liberals that I'm friends with post like, oh, this is so sad, and then get attacked as a Nazi sympathizer, which is crazy.
Yeah. There's this woman, there's a bunch of them, but from my childhood, and there were some people that got really radicalized later on, became super left-wing. They were kind of, because I was homeschooled, so I know a lot of these homeschool kids, some of them from really fundamentalist families. They had issues, trauma, so they ended up getting radicalized. And anyway, so I see a lot of their comments on Facebook. It's kind of an interesting kind of subgroup, of people out there. But people that I can tell, like in their comment, they really pride themselves on their humanity. Mm-hmm. They really pride themselves on how fair they are, equitable, loving. They are the ones that are just really, tone checking people.
Yeah.
And they're out there saying, well, his words were violent. So, should it really be a surprise that he was gunned down? Like equating.
Yes.
equating his speech, which was not, he never called for anyone to be,
No.
his message was never to harm people, innocent people, or bring about, pain on human beings. I mean, he had some, tongue in cheek way he would say things sometimes, but overall, especially in the more recent years, as he was more passionate about his faith, his message was so one of inviting people in.
Right.
But it kind of blew my mind that the very people that were professing their sort of liberalism, this loving liberalism,
Yeah.
can't allow a shed of love, like a bit of love.
Yeah.
Or
even
a father and a husband.
Yeah. It's insane. It's so evil that even if you were, and God forgive you, secretly happy it happened, you can't just hold that emotion and be a human being and say, hey, fathers shouldn't be murdered in front of their kids. Like you're so evil that you're like, no, I need to publicize this one. I need people to know how happy I am. Like you can't even be secretly happy that your enemy is gone. You know what like that to me is like that's like Joker level evil. It's irrationally evil. Like you're not even privately doing it. You're not even talking. You're celebrating as if it's great. And then it's funny too, because you say, oh, his speech was violent, so who could be surprised? Well, by celebrating his death, who could be surprised if something were to happen to you? Are we not going back and forth on this? Because that's why we have free speech. Because that's what happens. You kill someone for speech, and then you use your speech, and they go, well, I'm going to kill you over speech. And now we
all
live,
kill each other.
Yeah, we live in a horrible place. Like that's the whole idea of our country.
Well, I think about Mother Teresa's very prophetic words. And she said this when she got her Nobel Peace Prize, and people were very mad that she said this. But she said, in a nation where a mother can kill her own child, what is left but for me to kill you and for you to kill me?
Right. Yeah. That's very real.